The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Baltimore Ravens. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And 10, Tannehill. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Covered by Christian Fulton.
So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Not the way they wanted to begin things. You had the interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our conversation with him prior to the ball game? He said they had something special designed for the first play. It didn't hit. Let's see if he can rebound from it and not let it get him down. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards there and a first down. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
They keep it with Henry on first down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Partner, those are back-to-back 6-yard runs, and if they're going to continue to get those types of plays, shoot, you just keep running the same stuff, don't you?
Yeah, it was 1st and 10, then 2nd and 4. Now 1st and 10 again. A first down carry for Henry. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
The tackle made.
These two teams, of course, the Titans and Ravens, met in the postseason a year ago. And really, along with the Titans win the previous week in Foxborough, it was one of the shockers of the postseason. The Titans a 6th seed on the road. The Ravens, they were the top seed, riding a 12-game win streak and coming off the first-round bye. But that game was all Tennessee. They led 28-6 at one point, ultimately winning 28-12 and sending them on to the AFC title game in Kansas City.
And it brings up 3rd down.
First look now for Darrington Evans. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the first down.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Right there. 54. 54
Now Jackson on first down. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, Hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Jackson on first down. Dancing to his left. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
To throw again on second down. Jackson. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket. He got enough for the first.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. From the gun, Jackson. Buying time to his left. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Titans, nothing.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, Jackson. Now he'll escape to his right. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Takes the score. Ravens 10, Titans nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his second touchdown on the season as the Ravens push further out in front. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores. Derrick Henry all alone. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big run that time by Henry. 71 yards. The first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They've got a first and goal just inside the 5. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On second down now, it's Henry at a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Tannehill. That's caught. It's Thomas. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
Now, 4th and goal.
They snap it to Tannehill. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line.
On down.
They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now an option play on 2nd down. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and
1. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And they're going to get the first out here as he's up to the 14. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens will extend their lead. I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper, right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field. And he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And this is going to be a Titans first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Pay attention, pay attention. Here we go. At 20.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Derrick Henry.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
First down, Tennessee.
Here we go. Down 80. 65. Took left.
Running from the gun with Henry. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
Ball carrier.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 34-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. It's complete to Brown, right side. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Tannehill now to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. Just a gain of a yard in what all likelihood will be the final play of the 1st half.
4th down.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Jordan Thomas, as time expires in the 1st half. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit.
Giorgio Tavecchio.
You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
At the 45-yard line.
Jackson, he's going to keep it himself. He'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Here we go. Hey. 13.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson eluding the pressure right. Incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the 1st half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. Jackson now. Open man is Duvernay. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He's going to take off with it. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Right there, 54, right there, right there.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. This is caught and out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here. Today, we just saw another completed pass, and everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball, but for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. From back at the 8 now after the false start, another try at 1st and goal. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And they'll get this out quickly to Goodwin. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Ravens 31, Titans 7. Justin Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows?
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Chuck Clark. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Derrick Henry. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll run it again with Henry. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
To stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
We're in Baltimore. Third quarter action. 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. That's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 33. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Alvin Kamara. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Titans 7. Justin Tucker to kick
Tucker
off.
now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Henry gets the call there on first down as he pushes his way forward, a pickup of about 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And this is going to be a Titans first down as he gets it up past the 35.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On second down, here's Henry. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The Titans on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion.
He's checking.
On first down, Henry. Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit.
For the extra point.
So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the gun on third down, Jackson. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for Baltimore, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.